Good morning, beautiful angels. How are we all today? So we're up to video number 5 of 44 easy ways to attract clients. Now remember, with all of these videos, you do the one that resonates with you the most. Don't be afraid to push the limit though, because you'll be surprised when you actually do something. You're like, oh wow, I actually really enjoyed that, and that resonates with me, even though it's something I would never have done in the past. I mean, hey, who would have thought that? I remember when I met my partner John, he's like, I'm going to turn you into a geek, because I didn't play board games, I didn't play video games, I could barely work my phone. And now here I am running videos, running conferences across the world, doing all this tech stuff, coding web pages, blah, 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 blah. And you just don't know what it is that you may actually be into until you give it a crack, okay? So, fairs and shows, that's what I'm talking about today. I was brought up in a family where we'd always go around the markets, because I come from a very poor family, and we'd always go around the markets, and we'd try and sell biscuits and lollies and shortcake and slice and all that sort of stuff. Like, that's what we would sell all before all these food laws came in, back when it was really, really good and fun. And that's how we would make money. So I was always in the market scene. But then I started doing fairs and shows, and that's when I realized that's where the real potential was, because people don't want you to just tell them what it is that you do. They want you to show them. They want to see it. They want to be part of that experience, okay? So before I jump too much into that, please jump over to our website. The link is in the description. We have our training dates up and ready for this year, okay? So we have Healing of the Inner Child. That's only $49, and it is fully accredited, fully recognized. So is our gut-directed hypnosis as well. So jump onto these trainings. Excuse me, for 2022, and you can book it all fully on our website. Now, for those of you that are in New Zealand, we may be considering not doing it, only because of the whole COVID thing and the quarantine thing and blah, 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 blah. But stay tuned anyway. We don't actually have the links on our webpage yet, but stay tuned, because, we don't know what's happening from day to day when it comes to all this travel rigmarole as such, okay? So, but if you want to do it online, please, by all means, do it online. And those of you who do it online, when we can catch up in person, then you'll want to be a part of that, because I will be offering discounts to meet everybody, to actually network and all that sort of stuff, to chill out. So, Heal the Inner Child, it's a one-day course. You can do it online. Hopefully we'll be doing it in Melbourne later on this year, but I'm only running it once in person online this year. It is a one-day training. Otherwise, studying it self-paced online is the other option. So you'll learn all about the child and adult balance. This is one of those things that, when I was learning it, was when my father actually passed away extremely suddenly, and it helped me realize so much stuff as I was beside his deathbed about why he did certain things and why I did certain things, and what the Jungian archetypes were resonating inside me, and when is that Jungian not being fed, and when I'm getting stressed and not recognizing it, because a lot of us can be stressed, depressed, or even anxious, and we don't even recognize the signs, especially as therapists. Like, yes, we're trained in this stuff, but sometimes recognizing our own flaws is the biggest problem. So discovering all that part of yourself can really help amplify who you are downright in that core. So jump on that. It is available online. You'll learn all about the inner child, connecting with the child, healing the child, and the Jungian archetypes. You get a full color manual, etc., like you always do, and it's fully certified. So jump onto that. You can book online. Our first course is on May the 13th. Then we have our gut-directed hypnosis. It is recognized by the AHA for 10 CPD points, and it's also recognized worldwide by the IICT for insurance providers. So it's recognized in Canada, in the UK, in the United States of America, and all across Australia. We will be teaching you 3 new hypnosis modalities, so the vagal tone, Japanese hypnosis, and paradox healing, all within the gut-directed hypnosis training. So you can do that online, May 14th and 15th. If you need a pay plan, hit me up. I don't charge you any extra. And the sooner you get onto that pay plan, the longer we can have it for, and the cheaper and more affordable it will be. Then we also have the anxiety and depression hypnosis protocol. This is the big one. This is basically absolutely everything that I know. Again, if you need a pay plan, hit me up. It's on May the 19th and 22nd, all online via Zoom, or you can join us in person, hopefully in Melbourne later on in November. Now check this out. If you want to save dollars by doing all of the training that we have on offer, book the anxiety, depression, hypnosis protocol, and you'll get the gut directed and heal the inner child for free. So all you've got to do is book in for the anxiety, depression, hypnosis protocol. Then I will message you and book you in for the other ones. So these are fully certified courses. You get your full manual, like with the anxiety, depression, hypnosis protocol. It's a 150-page manual. We will be going through past life regression, past life healing, gestalting, anchoring, swish techniques. We will be doing the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, so it's absolutely everything that I know. But so jump on that. It'll be online via Zoom from May the 19th to the 22nd. Okay, my lovelies. So let's get on with the video, shall we? So when it comes to fairs and shows, I've always been a fan of having a stall or a demonstration at the fair and show, but sometimes I don't have the stock or even the ability to have a stall. So I'd rather just show off what it is that I can do. Now, if you're a hypnotherapist or an NLP coach, it doesn't matter how you word this stuff. So rather than, like, if you're struggling with the word hypnosis because of the stigmatization around it, then call it meditative healing, mindful healing, mindset creation, amplification into the future, past life, whatever it is that you want to call it. It really doesn't matter. You can completely avoid the battlefield of calling yourself a hypnotherapist inside of this industry if you absolutely want to. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you can network one-on-one with people when you're at fairs and shows as well. And it's amazing how many people are just like, you know what, why don't you come into my course as well? Or I've got a room at my place, you can show off some stuff. It's an easy way to create rapport and instant prestige. Honestly, I've lost track of the amount of fairs and shows that I've gone to. I did one, what are we in now? We're in January. So I did one back in October when I first moved here. And I just was my usual self. And I walked in, and it's my first show that I'd done here in Ballarat, and I completely dominated the room just when I walked in. And all of the other stallholders were like, oh wow, there's a bigger fish in the ocean now. It wasn't my intention. I just have this certain standard that I must reach for myself and for my business. And these people had been doing this criterion for so long, they'd let those standards slip. And it happens when you become burnt out or tired or not motivated, or you're not getting the clients that you want. It happens. It's part of the process. And that's why we push a little bit harder. So get out of your comfort zone, okay? Get out into the community and go and, build up that confidence. Confidence doesn't just happen. It happens from fucking things up and then going, well, fucked it, and then getting up and going again. Okay, so jump onto vistaprint.com.au if you're in Australia and order yourself a banner that's on a stand, okay? Keep it really simple. Have a picture of your face and exactly what you're doing. It's the go-to thing. One of the things that I do as well nowadays is I have a ring light. So I'm going to move it so my green screen's going to get all fucked up. So I have a ring light, okay? And I take that with me and I place that down on the floor on a battery pack. So just on one of these battery packs, and I project it up at the sign now because I want people to look at me. Nicki Minaj was fantastic at this. I read in a Woman's Weekly magazine years ago, and she'd gotten into the magazine for, I think, the worst dressed at the Grammys, and she had worn a fluorescent pink jumpsuit. And she said, it's not about good or bad press, it's about standing out so people remember you. And it's so true. So I get my banner out, it's got my picture on it, it's got my accreditations down the bottom, and then a big QR code on how people can go to my website. We've been into QR codes before they became a thing with all this COVID stuff. And then a little bit about my training or what's on offer. It's to track people. And then I have my ring light sitting at the base of it, projecting up onto it to make it shine. But keep it simple and keep it precise. When you're choosing your colors for your banner, make sure you keep it really, really simple. So 3 colors and 2 complementary. Now, when we're saying complementary, that means like a shade of white or a shade of black or a shade of gray. Okay, so three colors. So you might go for, say, a dark green, a light green, and a vivid yellow. And then you'll have your complementary colors, which are usually a black, a white, or a charcoal, or a grey. So keep your colors very, very simple and keep your branding very simple. Have lots of flyers and business cards to give away. So give them away like lollipops. we have the no shits given deck, and we actually open up decks and give people cards from the deck, and they read it and they start laughing. And then I would say it's probably about a 95% hit rate that somebody will come over, buy a deck, and then give us back the card that we've just given them. So it recycles and moves around. So have lots of flyers and business cards and brochures, etc. Okay. Offer a free prize to collect people's emails so that you can do your list building. Like I said in my previous video, I go get a necklace, and then I have people go, look, this is just a free offer. Put your name and your email address, tick the box that you're going to be part of our list building, blah blah blah. You know, word it really nicely, and people are like, yeah, I'll get a free necklace, blah blah blah. One thing I have to set you up for, and they don't tell you this stuff in school, and that's why it shits me to tears sometimes, is they don't tell you the negative. Like, I came out of my training going, oh, I can help all these people and blah, blah, blah. And wow, did my self-esteem get dragged through the mud. Like, I've got all this training where I can help people, but they didn't tell me about the 80% of people that are going to ridicule you. This is don't let these bad eggs ruin the bunch, okay? Don't let it ruin the cake as such. Expect to be ridiculed, okay? Take it as feedback, smile, and move on. So I was at a fair in Robe, and I had a woman come up to my stall and start laughing at the top of her lungs, and I was just totally mortified. And she's like, oh, as if that shit works. Like, full on, as if that shit works. And everybody across the whole show, I swear, heard this woman. And she's like, you can't hypnotize me. And I turned around and I said, no, I can't, so I won't. And she's like, kind of like a Karen of Australia as such. And I said to her, well, rather than me hypnotize you, let's do a trick together. And she's like, you can't trick me. I said, no worries. I said, we won't. She goes, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So I went up to her and I said to her, radio, I want you to repeat after me. So take this one on board and take it home with you, okay? Because it is an NLP trick. It is a part of hypnosis, and it's quick. It can be done just like that, just like that, just like that. And anyway, I said to her, all right. I said, I want you to say the word silk, S-I-L-K. And she's like, silk. I said, yep, silk. I said, let's repeat it together. Silk, 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 silk. And I'm making it funsy, okay? And she's like, silk, 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 silk. And then I said to her, what does a cow drink? And she's like, milk. And I said, no. I said, cows drink water, but they produce milk. And she was like, oh! I said, that's a hypnosis technique called confusion hypnosis. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh. People are only going to ridicule you because they don't understand it. Like you get these dickheads out there that even trainers, they get these dickheads. They're like, oh, this is not an NLP technique. Well, what the fuck is it, dickhead? Because at the end of the day, if you've said hello to someone, that's an NLP technique of greeting. That's where you're pace, and leading them to respond. So it is a fucking NLP technique, you wankerhead. Like, what kind of... But the point is that they're ridiculing you because they don't understand. That's why it is. It is a reflection of them not understanding. You're going to get those people that are complete twats, like complete twatheads. Just smile and move on. Don't try to prove yourself. Don't try to recruit them and get them on your side or anything like that. Just divert and move on. If there is that sense of curiosity, they will come back. And that's when you do an NLP trick or technique as such. That's just a confusion technique that's really, really funsy. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh. And that's when you have the segue to explain more, because this person just requires a little bit more time than a simple sign up saying, I do hypnosis, okay? Now, when you're at these fairs and shows, take your diary with you and encourage people to book right there and then. Okay, encourage them to book, because you know what, I do it myself. Like, I really do. Somebody gives me their business card. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna. We're all gonna. But at the end of the day, unless I've actually booked it and then I've got to make that whole, oh, I'm not coming awkward phone call, then, most people will forget. It's as simple as that. Engage with people, okay? I have lost track of the amount of shows I've been to, and even just not even a fancy show where I'm demonstrating or anything like that, but I'll be walking along looking at the beautiful artworks or, anything like that, and the person is literally sitting there on their phone. That's what they're doing. And I was like, hang on, engage with your audience, engage with those people that are walking past you in order to, get that rapport and that network. So whatever you do, put your fucking phone under the counter and don't answer the damn thing. It's as simple as that. Put it away. Do not answer it unless you're going to the toilet or getting some food, okay? Engage with people. Your physiology is going to speak extreme words. Like, it's going to be massive and it's going to be loud. Fake it till you make it. Confidence creates authority. I don't know how many times I've said yes to something, then gone, oh, fuck, now I've got to work out how to do that. Okay? Fake it till you make it. Because even when people have made it, they're still faking it. It's called acting. Okay? Book a stall in your area and do a talk if you can. So do a little demonstration. Check your insurance policy as well, because you may actually need more insurance for outside of your clinic, and make sure you stand out when you do these things. Put on makeup, do your hair. I've got a huge black top hat that has LED lights in it, and I have this huge black pirate sort of skirt that scallops all the way down to the ground and fluffs up at the front, and that's what I do. I dress up for the occasion to stand out. I want people to look at me, and that's what I do. I'm networking to that market. So that's 44 easy ways to attract clients. Video number 5, fairs and shows. Go out and do it, nail it, fuck it up, do it again, fuck it up, do it again, fuck it up, do it again. Just a little bit better after each time you fuck it up, okay, guys? All right, I will catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.